Good morning, class 10 students. As you know, we are doing coordinate geometry, and yesterday I took a test. So the answer key for the test is like this: first question C, second question D, third question is D. I was actually calculating the base, so I was getting the wrong answer, but the right answer is length of the ladder is here. This is 60 degree for question number 2 yesterday, and this is whatever the 4.6 something like this, so you will get 9.2. So the distance is 4.6, so you will take cos 60. Cos 60 is half, so half is equal to 4.6 upon L. L is equal to 9.2, something like this for question number 2. So question number 3 is D. Question number 4th A, 5th C, 6th B, 7th A, 8th B, 9th C, and 10th A. So I'll solve two questions here, question number 7 and question number 10, because they are from the distance formula. Question number 7 is a very important question that I gave in the test. Okay, question number 7, you must pay attention, all of you. Ordinate of a point is double of abscissa. Ordinate is y coordinate. So let the coordinates of points are A and B, and the other point is given 4, 3, and the distance between the 2 points is given to be square root of 10, and we need to find A and B, and it is given that ordinate, that is B, is double of abscissa, that is 2A. So B is equal to 2A. So this is given to us, and we can apply the distance formula. Let the first point be P, let the second point be Q. So you get PQ square. Square I am writing so that we can remove the root sign. So 4 minus A plus 3 minus B whole square. Now you can replace B by 2A, and PQ square you can write as root 10 square. Root 10 square. Okay. 4 square 16 plus A square minus 8A plus this I am replacing, so I am writing 3 minus 2A. 3 minus 2A whole square. So we will get 9 plus 4A square minus 3 to the 6, 12. 3 to the 6 into 2, 2AB. 2AB is 12A. So this is 10, this is 16, this is A square minus 8A plus 9 plus 4A square minus 12A. Now add, what is A square plus A square? 5A square. Bring everything this side, 5A square plus 16 plus 9 is 25, 25 minus 10 is 15. We will get the constant as 15, and then minus 8A minus 20 minus 20A. This is equal to 0. So if you remember, this equation is called a quadratic equation, can be solved by quadratic formula or by factorization. So we'll solve it by factorization. So 5A square minus 20A plus 15. Let's solve it by which method? Factorization. So factorization, we are solving it. Let's see how. What we get the answer as? We get the answer as 5A square minus. Now let's divide by 5. So let's divide this equation by 5. You will get A square minus 4A plus 3 is equal to 0, right? Now you can do the splitting. A square minus 3A minus A plus 3, okay? So that is 3 1 is 3 plus 3. What you will get? A minus 3 minus 1, A minus 3, A is equal to 0. So A is equal to 1, A is equal to 3. These are the two answers. A is equal to 1, A is equal to 3. So B is double of this. So B is equal to 2 and B is equal to 6. So there are two such points, 1, 2 and 3, 6. This was question number 7 of your test. I hope you will understand it now if you have not done yesterday. Okay. And there was one more question, question number 10. Very simple question. Find the distance and what is the double of distance. So students sometimes forget to take the square root. So the question is, question number 10 is minus 6, 7 and minus 1, minus 5. You need to find the distance. This is point A and this is point B, and we need to find what is the what is the distance between AB and what is the double of the distance. So we'll write AB as square root of minus 6 minus 1. Minus 6 plus 1 is what? Minus 5, and minus 6, right? This is 7, minus 1 minus 5. This is minus 5. So minus 6 plus 1 is what? Minus 5, and 7 minus minus 5, that is 12. So 12 square. So AB is equal to 5 square plus 12 square. So that is 169. Square root you must know 13. So sometimes the student don't take the square root, they write 169 or double of 169, that is the answer. No. AB is root 169, 13 is the answer. Now 2AB is 26 units. So this is how you would have done the test. So that was the test for yesterday. Congratulations to those who are given the answers. Okay. So whoever who are not working, I will say start working now. Okay. Now you have to consider today's class. In today's class, we are doing a section formula. As you know, I will revise the section formula for you. So there, what is section formula? Suppose we have point A and we have point B and there is a point C here. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2, and this is x comma y. So we'll do the, suppose the ratio is m is to n, m is to n. So internal division, if you remember, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is equal to m y2 plus n by 1 upon m plus n. This is for internal division, and we can replace m upon n as k, and you get the same formula can be written in this way also, k x2 plus x1 upon k plus 1, and y can be written as k y2 plus y1 upon k plus 1. So we have seen that in the last class. And if it is external division, this plus and this plus, with this both will become minus here. So that is the only change in external division. The plus will become minus. Okay. Now let's solve some questions on the book here. So we can also derive one very important formula which is known as the midpoint formula. Let us see what is the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is this one. Suppose again we have this point x1, y1 and x2, y2. So in midpoint what you will get is, suppose this is A, this is B, and C is the midpoint. The ratio is 1:1. Okay. So if the ratio is 1:1, M and N are both equal. So M and N are both equal to 1. So you will get x. The coordinate of C are x and y. So you will get mx2 plus n x1. So you will get 1x2 plus 1x1. That is x2 plus x1. So we can directly write x1 plus x2. And what is 1 plus 1? 2. So such a simple formula for midpoint. Just write x1 plus x2 upon 2. Similarly for y, just write y1 plus y2 upon 2. This is known as midpoint formula. Midpoint formula. Okay. So it's used a lot. If you look at the diameter, the midpoint is the center. If you look at the parallelogram, the two parallelograms, the diagonals of a parallelogram intersect or bisect each other. So if they bisect each other means their midpoint is the same. That concept is used a lot. Okay. Now let's consider some more questions here. What is the meaning of trisect and what is the meaning of quadrisect? So trisect is here. Suppose we have A and B. So some points are, if 2 points are trisecting this C and D, then you will get AC is equal to CD is equal to BD. This is known as trisect. This is known as AB is trisected at C and D. Trisect. And similarly quadrisect means divide in 4 equal parts. So we'll do that question for this. Find the, so first let's do one question number 5 here. Okay, question number 5. So question number 5 is going like this. In what ratio x-axis divide the line segment joining 5, 3 and So there is a point 5 comma 3, and there is another point -3 -2, and he's saying in what, uh, suppose this is the x-axis, okay. So any point in x-axis is of the form I have told you, a comma 0, that is y coordinate must be 0. So he is asking in what ratio does this work. So you have to find the ratio m is to n, and you can also find the value of a. How? See, for if y is 0, you write y coordinate 0. For this one, apply section formula, let this be m and n, or instead write k is to 1. Now k is to 1 will really help us, because I have already told you m upon n is k upon 1. So this is going to help us here, okay. So how? So you will write k into minus 3k, and a plus 1 into 5. So minus 3k plus 5 upon k plus 1. This is how you get the value of k. So this is 0 and minus 3k plus 5. So 3k is equal to 5. So k is equal to 5 upon 3. So now we know the ratio is 5 is to 3. This ratio is 5 is to 3. You can also find the value of a now. This is not the answer, actually we have found for y. So I'll just cancel it. Wait. Look at the y coordinate is 0, so we write k into minus, right, minus 2k plus 1 into 3 plus 3 upon k plus 1. Now it is correct. So this is 0 minus 2k plus 3. So 2k is equal to 3. So k is equal to 3 by 2. Because we have to consider y coordinate. So you get 3 is to 2 is the answer. So for y coordinate the answer is 3 is to 2. Now you can find the value of a also. So how will you find value of a? Value of a, if you consider the x coordinate, and you can take the value of k again as 3 by 2. So write 3 by 2 k x2 into minus 3 plus 5 upon 3 by 2 plus 1, this way, okay. So what you will get, a is equal to minus 9 by 2 plus 5 upon 3 by 2 plus 1. So now you can take the LCM. 5 to the 10, 10 minus 9 is 1. 1 upon 2 upon 3 plus 2, 5 upon 2. So that is it, 2 gets cancelled and you get 1 upon 5. So that is the required point is 1 upon 5 comma 0, and the ratio is 2 is to or 3 is to 2. So let's verify for question number 5. 3 is to 2 is the ratio, and he is not asked the value of a, but you should find the value of a also. So if the same question is for y-axis, you will consider the point as 0 comma b. Question number 6 I am talking about. There you will consider 0 comma b, and you do one thing. You put the x coordinate as 0 and solve for x coordinate. You will get the value of k, and then get the y coordinate. You will get the value of b. So let's do one question for trisect. Question number 9 here. Find the coordinates of point which trisects the line joining point 11, 9 and 1, 2. Okay. So this is the point here. We have to coordinates trisect the joining the points 11, 9 and 1, 2. And suppose this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So you have to find the coordinates of D, C and D such that AC is equal to CD is equal to BD. Right? So what is the ratio? You have to look at this. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So for point C, if you don't consider D, the ratio will be 1 is to 2. So point C, the ratio is 1 is to 2. So we will use mx to nx1 formula here. So for C, the coordinates are x and y. So value of x for C, you will get like this: 1 multiplied by 1. So 1 and 2 multiplied by 11. That is 22 plus 1 plus 2. 23 upon 3. 23 upon 3. And y is multiplied like this. This 1 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 9, 18. 1 plus 2, that is 20 upon 3. So this is how you get x and y, 23 upon 3 and 20 upon 3. So these are the coordinates of C. So I'll write coordinates of C are 23 upon 3 and 20 upon 3. What about the coordinates of D? You change the ratio. For D, this is 2 and this is 1. So the ratio becomes 2:1. For D, the ratio becomes 2:1. So now you multiply 2 multiplied by 2. For D, the x coordinate is 2 multiplied by 1 here. 2 into 1 plus 1 multiplied by 11 upon 2 plus 1. So this is 13 upon 2 plus 1, that is 3. So 13 upon 3, and y is 2 multiplied by 2, 4, and 1 multiplied by 9, 9 upon 2 plus 1, that is again 13 by 3. Okay, this is quite interesting. D is 13 by 3 and 13 by 3 and 13 by 3 in both the cases. Simple. So let me check the answer for this one. Let's see the answer. I think the answer, this is our question number 9. The first coordinate is 13 by 3, 13 by 3, 23 by 3, 20 by 3. So he is given the answer in the reverse order, probably because he has written the points 11, 9 and 1, 2. So one and the same thing, he is given the coordinate of both the points in the reverse order. But this way you will solve. So I am sure you will be able to solve these questions. And okay, let's do 11th question also, and then we can complete this exercise at least. 11th question. Okay, but I'll give you the hint for the 11th question. Let me give you the hint for the 11th question. 11th question I am doing. It says that find the ratio in which the line 3x plus y is equal to 9. So instead of x-axis or y-axis, we have a straight line. Straight line divides the line segment which joins the point 1, 3 and 2, 7. Okay, so you need to find the ratio. So again, for this one, you will take the ratio as k:1. Okay, so x you will write like this. The x coordinate will be 2k plus 1 upon k plus 1, and y will be 7k plus 1 into 3, 3, this one, upon k plus 1. Once you get the value of x and y, substitute them in the equation here, the original one, and you will get the value of k. So you will get like this: 3 into 2k plus 1 upon k plus 1 plus 7k plus 3 upon k plus 1 is equal to 9. Take k plus 1 as LCM. That will go that side. 6k plus 3 plus 7k plus 3 is equal to 9k plus 9. So we will get 13k plus 6 is equal to 9k plus 9, and we will get 13 minus 9k is 4k, and 9 minus 6 is 3, so k is equal to 3 by 4. So I just think this is the answer, that is the ratio for question number 11. 3:4 is the answer. So you can try all the questions till question number 12 for this section formula. Okay, so then we can do some very miscellaneous type of questions, very good questions for midpoint formula and properties of parallelogram and things like that. But this much you should know. Okay, so see you in the next class.